Bermuda Triangle Mysteries Explained. Have you ever wondered if there's a place on Earth where the laws of nature seem to break down, where ships and planes vanish without a trace, and where even the most experienced navigators lose their way? Welcome to the Bermuda Triangle, a region in the North Atlantic Ocean that has captured imaginations, sparked wild theories, and left experts scratching their heads for decades. Today we're diving deep into the mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle, separating fact from fiction, and exploring what really happens in this infamous stretch of sea. The Bermuda Triangle, sometimes called the Devil's Triangle, is roughly defined by 3 points: Miami, Florida, San Juan, Puerto Rico, and the island of Bermuda. If you connect these points on a map, you get a triangle covering about 500,000 square miles of ocean. That's an area larger than the entire state of Texas. But what makes this region so special, or so sinister? The legend of the Bermuda Triangle isn't as old as you might think. The term itself was first used in a 1964 magazine article, but stories of strange happenings in this part of the Atlantic go back much further. Sailors in the 19th century reported bizarre compass readings, sudden storms, and eerie lights on the horizon. Some even claimed to have seen ghost ships drifting silently through the fog. But it wasn't until the 20th century, with the rise of mass media, that the Bermuda Triangle became a household name. So, what are the mysteries that have made the Bermuda Triangle so famous? Let's look at some of the most puzzling cases. One of the earliest and most enduring mysteries is the disappearance of the USS Cyclops in 1918. This massive Navy cargo ship, carrying over 300 men and a full load of manganese ore, vanished without a trace while sailing from Barbados to Baltimore. No distress signal was ever sent, and despite one of the largest search efforts in U.S. naval history, not a single piece of wreckage was found. To this day, the fate of the Cyclops remains unknown. Then, there's the case of Flight 19, perhaps the most famous Bermuda Triangle mystery of all. On December 5, 1945, 5 U.S. Navy bombers took off from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, on a routine training mission. The flight leader soon reported that his compasses weren't working and that he was hopelessly lost. Radio transmissions grew increasingly frantic as the pilots tried to find their way home. Eventually, all contact was lost, and the planes disappeared. Even more bizarre, a rescue plane sent to search for them also vanished, along with its 13-man crew. In total, 6 aircraft and 27 men were lost in a single day. But the list doesn't end there. In 1948, a passenger plane called the Star Tiger disappeared while flying from the Azores to Bermuda. The following year, another plane, the Star Ariel, vanished on a flight from Bermuda to Jamaica. Both aircraft were operated by British South American Airways, and in both cases, no wreckage or survivors were ever found. In 1963, the SS Marine Sulphur Queen, a tanker carrying molten sulfur, disappeared with 39 crew members aboard. Only a few pieces of debris were ever recovered. With so many disappearances, it's no wonder the Bermuda Triangle has inspired countless theories. Some people believe the area is cursed, or that it's home to underwater alien bases. Others suggest that the lost city of Atlantis lies beneath the waves, sending out mysterious energy fields that disrupt navigation. There are even stories of time warps and portals to other dimensions. But how much of this is science fiction? And how much is science fact? Let's dig into the real explanations behind the Bermuda Triangle's reputation. First, it is important to remember that the area is one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world. Thousands of ships and planes pass through the triangle every year, and the vast majority do so without incident. Statistically, the number of disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle is no higher than in any other heavily traveled region of the world, i.e. oceans. So why do so many accidents happen here? One major factor is the weather. The Bermuda Triangle is prone to sudden, violent storms, including hurricanes and waterspouts. These storms can appear with little warning and can be deadly to ships and aircraft. The Gulf Stream, a powerful ocean current, also flows through the triangle, creating unpredictable waves and rapidly changing weather conditions. If a vessel sinks in these waters, the strong currents can quickly scatter debris, making it nearly impossible to find any trace of the wreck. Another explanation involves human error. Before the advent of modern GPS, navigation in the open ocean was a tricky business. Compasses can be affected by local magnetic anomalies, and inexperienced pilots or sailors could easily become disoriented, especially in bad weather. In the case of Flight 19, for example, Investigators believe the flight leader became confused and led his squadron far off course, eventually running out of fuel. There's also the theory of methane hydrates, large deposits of gas trapped under the ocean floor. Some scientists suggest that if these gases are suddenly released, they could reduce the density of the water, causing ships to lose buoyancy and sink rapidly. However, there's little evidence that such events have occurred in the Bermuda Triangle in recent history. Let's not forget about mechanical failure. Planes and ships are complex machines, and sometimes things just go wrong. In the harsh environment of the open ocean, a minor malfunction can quickly turn into a disaster. Add in the possibility of inexperienced crews, and it's easy to see how accidents can happen. But what about the stories of compasses spinning wildly and instruments going haywire? It turns out that the Bermuda Triangle is one of the few places on Earth where true north and magnetic north line up perfectly. This can cause compasses to behave unexpectedly, especially for navigators who aren't prepared for the difference. While this isn't evidence of supernatural forces, it does add another layer of challenge for those traveling through the area. Despite all these rational explanations, the Bermuda Triangle continues to fascinate us. It's been featured in countless books, movies, and TV shows, from In Search of to Scooby-Doo. The idea of a mysterious region where the normal rules don't apply is just too good to resist. But the truth is, the Bermuda Triangle is no more dangerous than any other part of the ocean. Most of its mysteries can be explained by a combination of natural phenomena, human error, and the sheer unpredictability of the sea. So, the next time you hear a story about the Bermuda Triangle, remember, while it's fun to imagine lost cities, alien abductions, and time warps, the real explanations are often just as fascinating. The ocean is a vast and mysterious place, and even in the age of satellites and sonar, it still holds secrets we have yet to uncover. What do you think? Is the Bermuda Triangle just a myth, or is there something truly strange going on in those waters? Have you ever traveled through the area, or do you know someone who has? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating explanations of the world's greatest mysteries. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the real world is stranger than fiction.